what a day it's been here. The Summer of Surf Round 10 coming to you from North Burleigh Beach on the Gold Coast. And it finishes off here our open female and male Taplin relays. And we kick it off with the ladies, Josh.
Yeah, it doesn't get any better than finishing with the best team event in the sport, the Taplin relay. And all the big powerhouse clubs are here, including Northcliffe down to Northcliffe E. So 5 teams from them in here. Kurrawa, Mooloolaba, North Burleigh and Noosa Headland. So we're in for a red-hot cracker here. And same order as that Iron Woman race we saw earlier on board. And those early legs make such a difference in these types of events, don't they? Getting out in front, getting yourself in clean water and getting your team on the front is just the key to these races.
Yeah, you just don't want to let your team down. It's like any relay race. You've got to lift, and you just see the great competitors become just incredible in these team races. Just those potholes. Liv Hall back for more love here from the Kurrawa club.
She's just fallen off the side.
It's not going to hurt her too bad, though.
Yeah, the kiss of death there. It's early days. She was still out in front, so she can make those small mistakes, get back on, work hard. And the field's pretty grouped up here. That looks like Newport in the middle there. Georgia Miller on the board. We're more used to seeing her as a swimmer, but this is what happens in Taplin relays. You've got to do legs that you're not used to. But up at the top of your screen there, Sam Stredwick there for Northcliffe D. She's really making the most of that left-hand side, and where it's a little bit deeper and pushing out as Maddie Dunn from Northcliffe goes alongside her.
Yeah, Maddie Dunn, some work to do for her, but Stredwick, the veteran and a lifeguard here on the Gold Coast, Josh, and using her local knowledge. Look at that, up the left-hand side, sneaking out. The other girls got hit, and that's only going to be good things for these leaders.
Yeah, we saw the difference that one wave could make. All those girls were in a line. She sneaks over the top. The others have to sit up, pop through, and now it's 4 or 5 board lengths back to the rest of the field. So that looks like Mooloolaba in there in second. That's Carly Northern on her tail. So it's Northcliffe from Mooloolaba, the same we've seen all summer. The 2 powerhouse clubs go to the front and battle it out here, Kurt.
Yeah, throw in Noosa Heads as well, and maybe Newport. Then we've got ourselves an Australian Championship-like field. And right now, that's what it's all about. But I can't get over this Northcliffe lead. It's just so impressive. And it's just the rating. It reminds me a little bit of Reen Corbett. It's a bit of that retro style. Just get that rating up, that head down. Great technique.
Yeah, get the board moving. Just get it going forward. Make sure you keep those strokes constant. You can see our leader out in front there, Sam Stredwick, really doing a good job of keeping that board momentum up as Mooloolaba looks to push down a runner next to her, but no, it's all Northcliffe out in front. Reward for effort there, Kurt. A leader's wave. We like to see that.
Oh, Stredwick, they've been trying to get them all day, and it just seems like it's been a jag fest. And now Stredwick on a great wave, and look at the girls out the back. They've got a wave of their own as well, but it's going to be a handy lead. Maddie Dunn there right next to her, Georgia Miller on the chase. But look at this, Sam Stredwick, just has to pull the nose up. She's done well, come over this double up and gets a ride all the way to the beach, and a well-deserved one, really.
Yeah, first, there's
a little
trip. This is her first Summer of Surf round. She's still enjoying it, and what an impressive debut for Sam Stredwick there, as the rest of there's a little bit, those girls are struggling on that inner bank there. It's just getting really, really hectic, really shallow, and they've got to be on point in all their skills. But Northcliffe D out in front as they go around. She'll tag her ski paddler as they head in, and it's a huge lead back to Northcliffe A there with Maddie Dunn.
Yeah, Maddie Dunn, so here we go. This is what Northcliffe can throw up at you as well. They've had a bolter come out there, and Sedgwick has really turned it on. There we go, Maddie Dunn in second. Now here comes the chase. Georgia Miller for Newport in there. Carly Northern, Kirsty Higginson for Mooloolaba as well. Look like Laura McGlone in there as well for Northcliffe, so they just keep coming. And Liv Hall for Kurrawa.
Yeah, all the big clubs are in there. They're all chasing at the moment. And this Northcliffe side out in front, they're going to try and use that left-hand side again. It works so well in the board, but not so well in this scale. She's belted.
Back shooter.
She's hammered there, and this really gives those second, third, and fourth teams a chance to come back into this race. And that's how important these clean skills are. Getting through those little waves as these girls have make all the difference. As we're on here, Northcliffe just getting belted again. She eases up and smashed another time, and she's off there, so trouble there for Northcliffe D.
Yeah, just run us through this, Josh. How to keep your composure. What do you do? Because you can get frustrated real quick.
Yeah, that's it. It's all about composure. You said it, Kurt. It's all about taking your opportunities when they're there, looking for that clean water, looking for green water, and knowing and going back to your skills. There's nothing worse than being tired, making the wrong decisions, and these girls are really struggling on this left-hand side, as we see Danielle McKenzie there for Northcliffe has pushed out on the right-hand side, and that's surf for you. Sometimes it works on the right.
Just over one.
And these girls are belted.
Again. So they got cleaned up on the shorey, and now the outer bank is wreaking havoc with this chase. Chase pack.
Oh, they've just been belting. The three at the back just sneak over one. That surf, left-hand side worked in the first leg, right-hand side worked in the second leg. It's so tough to pick it.
Oh, again, and it just,
wow.
if it doesn't rain, it pours, and Huey is just ganging up here. And really now, just the heart rate is just pumping, and it's just, it feels like it's just, what have you done wrong?
Yeah, all that luck in the first leg comes back to haunt you in the second leg as Northcliffe A out in front. Chase, that's Ellie Picken there from Mooloolaba putting on Chase there. So it's really so tough. These girls have gone from a long way back to a long way out in front in one ski leg.
Yeah, so a lot of work to do to catch up now. It's so hard. Not only are you hurting, not only you feel like you've already done 3 ski races, but you've also got that ability. You've got to catch up. But Danielle McKenzie, she's been a standout here today. I felt so sorry for her in that Ironwoman race. If she got a leader's wave in that board leg, she'd be sweet. But here we go. Wave coming.
She's seen one coming. She
time.
sat up. Yeah, do you take it? Do you take those big waves? It's not that big there. I don't know why she sat over the top of that one. She might see a little one behind her, but I think that's a mistake from Danielle McKenzie. That was a good-sized wave, a lot of water underneath it, and she would have done really well. Instead, she's getting into this one really late at the moment. She's going to have to work hard to make sure she stays down there. So a small mistake there, and that's brought the rest of the field back into it.
Well, if she can hold it, maybe she'll pay dividends, because you'll probably take a wave that you can hold over the one that you didn't. So she's going to take it anyway. At least she's still got the lead. That's the main thing. But Mooloolaba definitely closed the gap. If that was an Australian final, you'd probably charge it. But here, a little bit more conservative.
Yeah, that's it. You'll take credit where credit's due here. She's still in front. There's another leg to go. So she's done her job there as Mooloolaba just loses a little bit. She'll turn that one back around, Ellie Picken, and she'll run around and tag off to her swimmer. But Danielle McKenzie from Northcliffe still in front. That's Mooloolaba in second, Ellie Picken, Newport, Northcliffe and Kurrawa on Chase in third place.
So Danielle McKenzie, conservatism that time coming in, and it's still going to hand Northcliffe over the lead, and that's what will have smiles on their faces. Ellie Picken definitely closed the gap, and it was a good effort by her, but now here we go. These two clubs, once again, we see it week in, week out, and here we go. Now the contenders start to chase. Hannah Minogue there, Amy Nerthen for Mooloolaba, and now Newport and Mooloolaba go in as well. So, a couple of potholes wreaking havoc for these swimmers in this final leg, and a couple of loose skis. You're going to have to hurdle those. Does it get any harder? It's an obstacle course out there.
Few mistakes there. So that's Eliza Smith leading out from Georgie McDermott at Mooloolaba. That looks like Lara Moses going in from Newport. We've seen her a few times in the Taplin relays. And Tian Raymond, the other Mooloolaba team. You'd have to back Eliza Smith from this point. Northcliffe's done everything right to put her in the front, and she's the strongest swimmer in the field. We've seen her win surf races all summer long, and she's out in front with a huge gap at this point. You can't see anyone catching Northcliffe bar a wave from here.
Well, this is what happens. This is what you do in Taplin relays. You try and break the back of your competitors in that first 100 metres, because it's only a short swim. Normally they're swimming an extra 100, an extra 200 metres behind this string of cans, but only in a Taplin relay, it's just the string and that's it.
Yeah, once you get to that string, you're almost back to the back of the break. You're almost in wave territory. So it's a complete sprint. Sprint to that first red and yellow can, sprint across the back, sprint home. As we see Kurrawa on the chase there, another Northcliffe team there on the hunt. So these teams aren't letting go. They're not going to let these clubs have it here. As along the back, that's a 4 can length lead there. Back to it. Looks like Newport's caught up there. So Northcliffe out in front. Newport and then the two Mooloolaba clubs are really struggling in this swim leg.
Yeah, Mooloolaba need to watch themselves here. They put themselves in some danger, and all of a sudden, well, forget about the rest. It's the leader now, Eliza Smith, and it's their race to lose. Northcliffe out in front and looking strong. But Lara Moses, the big mover and shaker in the field, looks like she's moving in to second spot, trying to give them a chance, but gee, it's a long way back to the lead.
Yeah, that's it. It's a huge gap, and from here, we'd like to think that Eliza Smith had set herself from the can, make sure she runs the right line home. The one she's picked before she's gone in could pick up a wave, but that's not surf life saving. These girls are fighting hard here, and these three are battling for that second place, and I can't believe how well Lara Moses has swum. We've seen her a couple of times in that Newport club. They've had a couple of wins in the Taplin, but she's really showing how much of a star of this side she is.
Well, if you're going to come in, if you're Newport team manager and you're going to pull out Georgia Miller, a former Australian Open surf race champion, and put her in the board leg, that is a testament to how good Lara Moses is swimming. And now she's delivering for a Newport team here, and they're solid in second spot. And now it's up to Eliza Smith to finish it off for Northcliffe, but waves on the horizon.
Yeah, there's a few coming down here, and it looks like, at least two will get that. That's one Newport and one Mooloolaba and it's washed through on Northcliffe here. So all that hard work from Eliza Smith has come undone. All three are off the back. That looks like Mooloolaba in front there. That's Georgie McDermott that swam through to the lead there. Eliza Smith in second on the right-hand side, and Lara Moses is going to pick up another one. Great body surfing skills there to push through into third.
Oh, surf can be so cruel sometimes, can't it? Eliza Smith, she did everything right, and it just punished her at the wrong time, and now she has to put that to one side. It's back on again through this gutter, and full credit to her. She's put their head down, and she's fought back into the lead. So as we look at it, the right-hand side of screen, Eliza Smith for Northcliffe in front. Right next to her, Georgina McDermott on Mooloolaba. Then back in third, Lara Moses. Her hard yards have come undone, and she's trying to get back in.
Kerr, that's the sign of a champion. You don't spit the dummy, you don't put it in. You understand that's surf life saving, that's racing at the moment. So she's just going to do her best to get to that beach, and she just misses pushing over one. These three are still in it here. One wave could come through, wash the entire group through, and it has.
One wave. Here they come. It's a race in three, Josh.
Yeah, and they're body surfing down there, and it all come down to body surfing on this one. Pushing, head down, and Mooloolaba stays on it the longest. The girls are up, they're going for that finish line.
Oh, it's a foot race, stumbles. You can see those potholes. It's so tricky. Oh, Mooloolaba's fallen over, but Newport has it. Newport, Lara Moses, what a swim. She's up and running, and she's going to deliver a very unlikely victory here. They went into the water a mile behind, and this is a really red-letter day for Lara Moses and this Newport Women's Taplin Relay team. She crosses the line. That's going to be huge for them. Eliza Smith so unlucky with that wave, and there Georgie McDermott, some great body surfing skills to round out the top three. So a big scalp here for the New South Wales Club of Newport in this open female Taplin Relay final, coming into enemy territory and taking the win ahead of the highly fancied Northcliffe B and Mooloolaba B teams as well. Obviously all bears well heading towards those state and Australian titles, and that Newport club continues to grow with North Burleigh and Northcliffe C rounding us out here for round 10.
Winners of the Women's Taplin Relay here in Newport. Georgia, what a start. It's tough out there on the board, isn't it?
Yeah, the wind's picked up now, and going first, you always want to try and get out there in the front and let the girls have a good race after you. So yeah, it's getting tough out there now with the wind.
Big ski leg from you, Hannah, in the middle there.
Yeah, no, it was tough. There was a few sets that came through, and I was sort of had to try and hang with the girls out in front. And I just wanted to get up there for Lara, but yeah, Lara did an awesome job to bring us home.
And Lara, that swim leg, huge swim from yourself, and then that tough finish at the end.
Yeah, there's so many potholes here at the finish. I was trying to tiptoe past them, but the swimmer had no idea what I was coming and popped up and saw the banner there, so I was stoked for the win.
Congratulations, Newport, winners of the Open Women's Taplin Relay.
Thank you.
So the Queensland clubs lead the way here after 10 rounds of our Taplin Relay Series. And at the top of the tree, Northcliffe A on 199 points ahead of the two Mooloolaba clubs in A and B. They continue to roll. Noosa Heads in there as well. And then all the way down to North Burleigh B on that first page. And really, you can cut the field in two because we move on. And this second page dominated by the New South Wales clubs, but they're coming thick and fast. Highlighted by Newport there with their victory today. That's really given them the confidence. They're going to be a force to be reckoned with, especially on their home beach for that final on March 1.